What's up, everybody? What podcast? The ever famous Mike Dolce Show podcast, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. And today we are talking about why I'm here. So, as we get excited and as more people start to show up to the YouTube feed, we will start to get down and dirty and discuss exactly why I'm here. Now, feel free, George, what's up, man? Feel free to say hello in the YouTube chat. It's nice to see you guys. And I will answer all your questions as I always do at the end. Now, when we talk about, I'm gonna take that off. I don't need the damn headphones on. We sound good. I look like a dork with the headphones on in the video. So there we go. I'm trying to be less of a dork today, though. I got a little bit of dork in me. Wait, what? Wait, what is? You know what a dork actually is, Dolce? Yeah. So I've heard whale penis. So that I think I just said that I have a whale penis in me, and that may or may not be true, but it is Monday. Right. So all things kind of go out the window on Monday and whatever we care about you guys. Hold on a sec, guys and gals. Here I come. Had an unstable connection on the YouTube feed, so we just plugged in the hard line. That's my fault for not having it up earlier. But why do I care? I'm back. I'm back. That's the question. Why do I care? And I think that's something that not a lot of people really focus on. And each day and every day, I get messages. I get tons of messages. I get hundreds of messages. And I wish I could show these hundreds of messages to you guys, but I can't divulge that because it's private. I get private messages. Sometimes people allow me to share, and sometimes they don't. Well, I want to share a message that I received today, one of the many messages as I wait for it to load because now, of course, it's not loading. We'll give it a second here. But I get these messages from people all the time, and they are, absolutely incredible. And they're inspirational, and they're motivational, and they're sad, some of them, and they're depressing, and they're uplifting. Well, this is one, and take for it what you will. It says, "Hey, coach, I want to tell you my story and how you helped me to a better life. I got scoliosis since I was 6 years old and was never able to work where you need to carry things. And I almost gave up to following my dreams. Then the son of my boss told me to watch your Instagram page. And now I found myself again just by hearing you building people up. I'm going to apply for jobs again and going to start some Dolce Diet food when all works good. Thank you." And says where they're from. I don't want to divulge that, but they're not from the United States. They're from out of the country and they're not a native English speaker. But that being said, I get a lot of people that get confused, or there's a lot of people who get confused about what do I do? Some people say, well, just stay in your lane, Dolce. You should only talk about MMA. Well, MMA is such a small percentage of our overall business. That makes no sense. Where they say, stay in your lane, Dolce. You should only talk about weight loss. Well, weight loss is such a small percentage of our total business. Why would I just talk about that? Stay in your lane, Dolce. You're a fucking meathead. You should only talk about that. Well, that's such a small percentage of our global business. Why would we just talk about that? And really, what all those little pieces are, and there's tons of small pieces that make up the totality of our business. What our primary focus is, what my primary focus is, and why I am here, it's to help you guys be better. It's to help you guys do better. It's to help you guys achieve your goals. It's to help you guys succeed in all aspects of life. It's to help eliminate all of the fuckery that's floating around you. It's to help educate you on what actually works. It's to clear up the misconceptions that you've been told. It's to take away all of the obstructions that have been put in your life. My goal, my job, why I am here is to help you become the best version of yourself. Whether you want to be a bar bending meathead, whether you want to win a world champion mixed martial arts competition, whether you are a stay at home mother who wants to get her body back, whether you're a weekend warrior father who wants to live past the time that your father and your grandfather and your great grandfather all passed away due to lifestyle related disease. We want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. I want you to be utterly happy and thrilled with your life. I want to teach you everything I've learned in my 42 years on this planet, many of which were tragedy. Tragedy. Oh, cue the music right now. I could spin a tale or 10 of such sorrow and sadness from little Mikey Dolce's life that you would take a week off of work. You'd cry so bad. They would start a GoFundMe account for Mike Dolce's ego and his broken heart. But that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to perpetuate the victimhood that is inherent in modern culture. I am here to build you guys up and to let you know that you can do it. You will do it. Oh, we can build big fucking biceps. We can get rock hard abs and bounce a quarter off that fucking ass. We can build bodies like that for sure. But that's the Trojan horse, ladies and gentlemen. That's not the reason I'm here. All that does is that allows me to have an impact on your life, which unlocks all the other aspects of your life. I've made the statement, and I appreciate that it's becoming to define our philosophy in that if you can control what you eat, you can control all other aspects of your life. Think about that. If you can control what you eat, you can control all other aspects of your life. Now, that's some heavy, heavy shit right there. If you really want to think about that, because most of us, the vast majority of us, have a constant battle with ourself. This war is waging between our ears. We're constantly fighting with ourselves about doing good or doing bad, about helping ourselves or hurting ourselves, about moving ourselves forward or moving ourselves backwards. That's what this is about. And it's about me trying to step in and be a voice, one of the many voices, tens and dozens and hundreds and thousands of voices in your head, whether it be CNN and Fox News, whether it be, the E channel or, DIY network, whether it be YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, whether it be your mom or dad or sister or spouse, whether it be your coworker or boss, your coach or your teammate, the local barista, the traffic cop. There's all these other voices in your life that are pulling you in a direction. And unfortunately, most of the time, these people are pulling you in a direction that appeases their own insecurities. Think about that for a second. Almost everybody around you is pulling you towards an area that makes them insecure. Maybe your parent doesn't want you to do that because they're scared you won't be successful, because they weren't successful, because they didn't put the work in, because they didn't have the balls, the guts, the courage to step out and take that leap. So now they're belittling you, they're degrading you, they're holding you down unconsciously. So that's fine. Maybe it's your coach who doesn't give you all the time, all the attention, all the effort that they should, that they give somebody else because they resonate with the other athlete, the other team member for whatever reason. Maybe your boss doesn't give you the break, doesn't give you the opportunity, not because you're not as good, just simply because of an internal bias that they might have. Well, all of those people, everybody around you, and most of the time, most of the people around you, the vast majority of people around us are pulling us backward. They're not pushing us forward. Even though they love us and they care for us and they want what's best for us, when it comes down to the actual physical reality, they do not do what is in your best interest. They always default to what's in their best interest. And many times holding you back is in their best interest because that allows them to maintain this false image of themselves and why they were not successful. Because if you're successful, that shows them they could have been successful too. So, why I'm here is to tell you guys that you can do it. You can be it. And in fact, you must be it. You must go. You must grow. You must push. You must be uncomfortable. You must have self doubt. You must feel scared. You must be tired. You must be lonely if you want to be successful, because on the way to success, there is very little joy. There is very little happiness. There is very little comfort. And I say that when you picture an emperor laying back on the silk sheets with the beautiful maidens feeding him grapes or whatever that might be. That might be the image of success for many people when we'll use that as a metaphor. Well, he's already gotten there. He already has the palace. He already has the crown. He already has all of the things that he needs in order to have that type of comfortable life. You have to take calculated risks. You have to work your ass off. You have to. There is no maybe. There is no halfway. There's no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You are all in. You must be all in. So when I do this, when I come and sit down, when I flip on the microphones and the cameras, and I do all the things that I do every single day for you guys, it's because I have to. I have to do this. I have committed myself. I've committed my life to you guys, to helping you be successful, utterly successful, wildly successful, more successful than you've ever believed possible. Because I know you can do that. I know you can do that. I've proven it. I've done it. Now, there's people that have infinite levels of Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos success. And that's their definition of success. That's not my definition of success. I've achieved levels of success in my life I never thought would be possible for somebody like me, coming from where I came from, with the genetics that I had, with the upbringing that I had, with the life that I had. There was no way in hell a small town blue collar guy like me was going to achieve any form of success. If I could pay my bills on time and have heat and hot water and food on my table, that would be a success. From where I came from, that's a success. That is not on my list of things that I needed to do. I needed to far exceed that. I needed to fully explore my potential. I needed, and I did, put myself in such uncomfortable scenarios. I put myself so far out there to test myself and could do it. Come on now. Look at me. Look at me. If I could do it, why can't you do it? See, maybe it's because you don't have somebody in your life who's telling you that you can. And I'm here to tell you that you can. And it's not just that you can do it, but you must do it. You must put yourself in these positions to be successful, wildly successful, more successful than you ever dreamed possible. That's where you need to be. That's where you have to go. These are the positions that you must put yourself in. When I say calculated risks, though, Calculated risks means we plan, we educate ourselves, we increase our resources, we create what I call a war chest. You save every penny, every dollar. You eliminate non-essential spending. You store this stockpile of cash because if everything does hit the fucking fan, and it will hit the fan, trust me, believe me, it will hit the fan. Things that you thought were a lock, a sure thing, will fail miserably, miserably. And that's a part of the process. And we expect that. The smart ones expect that. Those who take calculated risks expect that. And that does not break them, that makes them. That makes us. Going through those down times, those hard times, those southward turns, going through those experiences allows you to become utterly successful as long as you've been calculated in your approach and it does not break you. So that's my little rant of the day. And I'll get deeper because I want to give you guys action steps too, true takeaways. To structure your finances, how to gain education and experiences. I'll rip through my 5 R's with you. The 5 R's of success. Do you know the five R's of success? Some of you longtime listeners of the Mike Dolce Show podcast and followers of the YouTube channel, those who come to our DDC, our Dolce Diet certification course, understand because I do a complete hour, an in-depth, intensive hour, and then we bring it up all weekend long of the 5 R's of success, the most proven format to be successful that I've ever come across. So we'll break that down on the next Mike Dolce Show podcast. That's on iTunes and everywhere podcasts are, on Stitcher. You can now find us on Stitcher, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go to Stitcher and type in the Mike Dolce Show, and you can pump these podcasts through your big old brain. And then, of course, our YouTube channel is always blowing up. Let me answer some of these questions right now. Frank Nash, do you have any suggestions on how to reduce gym soreness after becoming lazy? Frank Nash, my brother, let me tell you, I am sore as fuck right now. I kicked up the intensity last week. Holy shit. Holy cow. Incredible pain. Pain. My legs, and I kicked it up. Squats, a 100 rep squat workout. The insanity actually was a 200 reps. Sorry. It was 5 sets of 20 reps, superset it. Insane. Insane. I'm just now able to walk properly. And then on Friday, we absolutely crushed a chin up session. So my upper lats are crushed, my quads are crushed. I mean, everything all weekend. I had to clean the garage this weekend. I had to Victoria's moved into her big girl bed, so I had to break down her toddler crib, get that broken down, cleaned up, brought all the way downstairs, put it in the garage. That's why I had to clean the garage to make room for the toddler crib, and then build her new bed, her big girl bed. Sore as hell the whole time. What did help me tremendously, keeping my hydration on point. I was drinking 2 gallons of water per day. I do have an infrared sauna in my garage, which is a beautiful thing to have. If you have access to massage, cold water immersion, do that, or simply go for a walk. What I would do each day, I would do a 10-minute kettlebell flow in my backyard every morning. That was helpful also. 3 a.m. in Australia. What's up, George? Audio's on points. Thanks, Super Tech. SoCal Seth, you certainly had a positive impact on my life. Seth, I appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much. That's why I am here. I am here to have a positive impact on you guys and let you know that I support you. I believe in you. I know that you can be better. I know this. I know this. I know this. And I'm going to tell you every time I come on. I will call you on your fucking bullshit though too. Right? I will not let it slip. I will not let it slide. I am always watching. I will be as honest as fuck. I am the most honest man in health and fitness. I don't know anybody else who's more honest than I do. Do you know how much money I've turned down in sponsorships? Crazy, 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 crazy amounts of money. Crazy. One was a multi-year 6-figure deal per year I turned down because they wouldn't reformulate the product. It was all synthetic chemicals. They just wanted to throw cash at me, and I turned that down. Ooh, that would have been nice. Ooh, it would have been nice. But fuck that. I am not going to trade in my integrity, my morals for some bullshit short term cash grab that does not align with my ethics. And that's why I'm here. So, anybody who wants to talk shit, talk as much as you want. I'm the one telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. Um, Seth, you definitely have a service heart, Dolce. There's an old quote I heard that you would love. I want to be a positive impact even on people I may never meet. Amen, Seth. That's exactly what it is. My job is to serve. That my job is to serve. The nature of our business is to serve. Our job is to serve you, is to help every person we come in contact with. Period. The end. I don't care for monetary consideration as a result of that. It'd be nice, but I don't care. That's not the motive. And it seems that the more people we help, the more our business makes money. It's crazy how that works. Frank Nance says, hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, everybody. If you appreciate what we're talking about right now, just give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you like this content, that you appreciate me being here. That lets me know that you guys are engaged. It lets YouTube know that you guys actually care about the things that I'm saying, and it helps motivate me to make sure that I'm down. Let me know why in the comments. I can work hard and I can be better. That's what it is. Keep me honest. Um, Non says there's so many variations of different exercises. How do you pick which exercise to do consistently and progress? Good question. Primarily, we want to focus on multi joint compound movements. We want to focus on exercise that recruit the most muscle fibers as possible, the most muscle groups as possible. Multi joint compound movements allow us to use more total weight per movement. What that does is it elicits a much higher response from the central nervous system, thereby forcing adaptations to the body. Primarily, we're looking for anabolism or hypertrophy, which is muscle growth, right? The more muscle that we have, the more muscle that we're growing, the more anabolic that we are. Typically, the healthier we are. We're keeping it, it's either living or dying. That's our concept. We're living or dying. We're replicating, regenerating, or we're decaying. So, which one are you? Let's switch that on. Running every day. I wouldn't run every day, Aaron. I love running, and it depends on your goals. We like walking. So make sure that you're walking also. The lots of constant running can take its toll, can beat you up, specifically the older that you get. Andrew says, high integrity, Mike. I appreciate that. I have never had a problem sleeping, but lately been waking up after 6 or 7 hours. Any tips to get that extra 2 to 3 hours? Andrew, something that I've done a few different things. One thing is I wake up when I have problems sleeping, I intentionally wake up 30 minutes earlier than I normally have been. What that allows me to do, it allows me to start going to bed 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour earlier. We do this with a lot of our athletes. At first, it's counterintuitive. Like, I'm not getting good sleep, and you want me to wake up even earlier? Yes. Wake up even earlier and reset that clock, your circadian rhythm. Another thing we do in my house every night is as the sun goes down, as the sun sets, we shut off all of the overhead lights in our house and we go to low frequency floor lamps. We start to dull that down. Even in some rooms we light candles. We have some LED candles and whatnot, and even traditional candles. We shut off a lot of the electronic stimuli. We don't do TVs. We go into book time and puzzles and games and whatnot. I got a couple of young kids in my house. Um, and then something that I do like, and I am an endorser of the company, but that this is a reason why it's on its new mood. So on its new mood product, I've spoken about that for years. And I used to take it only when I traveled to help fix jet lag. It did a great job. It's not a sedative. It won't make you fall asleep. But what I found, it helped me to sleep better, a higher quality of sleep. Now, having little kids in the house, it's been harder to get better, more quality sleep. So, what I've been doing, and I started this maybe 2 months or so ago, probably 6, 7 weeks, I started taking one of the On It New Mood pills before I went to bed. I sleep better. I sleep deeper. It's easier for me to get into a higher quality of sleep. I feel more rested. Now, this is anecdotal from my personal experience. Onnit's new mood product works well. You can go to onnit.com/Dolce. You can save 10% using the Dolce code, letting Onnit know that we sent you. There's other, podcasters that, like Rogan's got his one. It's the same percentage. Feel free. But that's what I do personally. And I hope that helps. Um, Karen Sawney. Word, coach, word. John Beck, hey, Mike, I hit a plateau in 3 weeks to shred it. Any advice? For example, I had 4 scrambled eggs with 1 whole avocado this morning. Well, that's not 3 weeks to shredded, my man. Nowhere on 3 weeks to shredded do we suggest you eat 4 scrambled eggs and 1 whole avocado. I would cut that whole avocado down to a third. That's a ton of extra calories. And if you're squeezing in just a little bit extra per meal while following the basic template, you're off the rails. This happens to a lot of people. A lot of people are like, Dolce, like I'm following your program and I've hit a plateau. And I said, well, what are you eating? And they start to talk about it. I'm like, all right, well, you said the skinny sumo stir fry, but you doubled the protein, you quadrupled the carbs, and you tripled the fats. You're eating the basic ingredients, the name of the ingredient, but you've dramatically altered the calories. Or one day they're like, well, today I ate chicken, but tomorrow I had red meat because I ran out of chicken. And, I had avocado today, but I didn't do avocado because, it went bad. So I didn't have the avocado. I did something else. And it's like, that doesn't matter. Or like, oh, no, I skipped my breakfast. So I ate double the dinner because, I was trying to make it up. You're not following the program. So, John, I'm not, I'm just being honest with you, man. If you're following 3 weeks to shred it, follow 3 weeks to shred it. And this is at thedolcediet.com. We have a 4 week and 12 week online program. It is the best, most sophisticated, the most successful weight loss program ever devised, as proven by the world's greatest athletes. We are the only system on the planet with a 100% success ratio while working with the world's greatest athletes over a 20 plus year career. Nobody else can claim that. We are the only team. And if that were not true, people would be hating on us. Not a peep. Not a peep. Nobody says a word because they know it's true. And you can do all the research yourself. That's at thedolcediet.com. 3 weeks to shred it. John, get back on board, my brother. Follow the program as it is written for you. It's completely tailored, it's completely personalized, down to the teaspoon, down to the ounce, down to the gram, my brother. Follow it, please. Zach, 165 and 6.5% body fat, according to InBody. Been drinking 1.5 gallons a day. Any tips to get that dried out, grainy look for photos in 2 days? What I would do is I would cut off the water 12 hours beforehand. I would sit in a nice warm bathtub. Notice I say not a hot tub, a warm, well, like a hot tub temperature, but not scalding hot for sure. And then get a little bit of that drip out. You want to think about eating a little bit of carbohydrate, probably white rice. I like white rice. White rice with some added salt. When you stop taking in the water, that salt and carbs will actually go and fill out those muscles. Ankles, the best way. Best way to strengthen ankles, if you can walk in sand, that would be ideal. Do the alphabets while sitting with your legs, lower leg hanging into a pool. I got a minute and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Then I am out of here. Let's try and finish this quick. King, I drive 30 kilometers for an hour and 20 minutes. Give me a medal. Oh, King, you get a medal. Boom. If I could hand you one, I would. Jen, first day on the 12-week program. This morning, I did your 60-second workout. That includes squats, push-ups. That's the 20-minute morning, Jen. Absolutely. I did not think that quick little session would be tiring. Jen is following the 12-week program at thedolcediet.com. Absolutely crushing it. Her day started with our 20-minute morning. The best 20 minutes of your life. This is how to start your day, getting your mind right, getting your body right, getting set to attack the day. Jen, I cannot wait to see the success that you'll have. That's at thedolcediet.com, ladies and gentlemen. Use promo code DolceTube and you will save 10%. Ike's Fit. Thanks, Coach, for all the information. I'm alone and be alone most of the time. And sometimes it feels sad because my family's in another country, but you help motivate me and myself. IGS, you are not alone, my friend. We are all here for you. We all feel lonely. I'm completely alone in this facility right now, and I'm alone here many hours per day. I try and get my stuff done. Being alone is a powerful thing. Once you can be alone with yourself and learn yourself and love yourself and like yourself and take care of yourself, it's a very powerful thing. You don't need anybody. Much of my career, much of my life, I would simply put a backpack on, I'd get on a plane, and I'd fly to another part of the world with no friends. I'd have a job to do. I'd do my job. I'd stay alone in my room or alone in my hotel. And a lonely existence is not a bad existence as long as we keep it in mind. Now is the time for you to educate yourself. You should be reading books voraciously. You should be reading and learning and educating. You should be so fit and so mentally strong and so healthy at this phase in your life. This will carry you forward. IGS, we are always here for you. Jen, fucking awesome. Frank, opinion on Jehovah Witnesses. I'm thinking about asking a girl out, but she is a Jehovah, and I'm so scared. Frank, I don't have a lot of information on Jehovah's. Two of my friends were Jehovah's Witnesses, and they left that community. and they didn't have nice things to say about it. I've never personally experienced it, so I'm going to reserve ultimate comment. What I will say is love conquers all, my man. Let go and have a talk with her. Be respectful of her religion and of her lifestyle, but let her know what you think. Be completely confident, be completely respectful, respect her boundaries, respect her cues, right? Do not put yourself in a position that in any way, shape, or form makes her feel uncomfortable with your presence. Don't be aggressive in your pursuit of her. Just be very honest. Respect her boundaries while being very clear of your intentions. And just be a good man, be a gentleman, be honest, be loyal, be loving, be empathetic, be you, the best version of you. That's really cool. Keep us posted. I'm sure we'd love to hear. Aaron says thank you, Mike. Boom. Aaron Paulo, don't let the sun go down on me. Boom. Um, Nan, I've started sleeping on the floor, flat on my back with just a quilt. I heard this is more natural to what humans who would have slept like in the past. What do you think? I don't know. I got a sick ass fucking bed and I sleep like a baby. I sleep like a baby. Yeah, it cost me a couple grand, but my goodness, it is worth it. You spend a couple grand going on vacation for a week. We spent a couple grand so we can go on vacation every night we go to bed. You're in bed a third of your life, 8 out of 24 hours. You are in bed, right? So I don't know about that laying on the floor stuff. Every so often, I might lay on the floor. I've never slept on the floor at this stage. But when I was growing up, we were poor. I used to sleep on the floor all the fucking time on a pile of clothes, and that's the truth. So maybe that's why I have such a resilience to want to go back to that. So I don't know. Let me know how it goes. Aaron, how do you feel about post workouts? Waste of time or any preferences? Post workout, we would drink a whey protein isolate. We would go straight into a meal. White rice is actually a great. And what we do is with our post workout supplementation, we would take a whey protein isolate intra workout. That means we would start sipping on it during our workout. So the amino acids get into our bloodstream as fast as possible. Then post workout, we start dumping clean whole food carbohydrates in. White rice is ideal. Mark, good day, Mike. What's your take on sodium? Should healthy and active individuals monitor it? What's your recommendation intake? So there's a lot of debate about that. Sodium is an essential micronutrient. Sodium is present in all muscular contraction, that of the heart also, right? We need sodium. It's very important. Going too high in sodium can be dangerous. Going too low in sodium can be dangerous. We must understand what our personal sensitivity is to sodium. I would say you must talk to your doctor and rule out any sort of contradictions. Me personally, I believe somewhere about 5 grams of sodium per day in the average healthy adult who exercises would be ideal. Maybe somewhere a little bit lower, 2 to 5 grams for people who don't exercise as much. Me personally, 5 to 8 grams seems ideal. Brian, how many burpees should a guy be able to do per day if he isn't completely out of shape? You should be able to do 100. If you can't do 100 burpees, come on, man. Come on, nut up, ladies and gentlemen, nut up. 100 burpees, go right now, go. If you can do one burpee, you should be able to do 1,000 burpees. If you don't have some biomechanical issue holding you back from doing a burpee, you should be able to do them. Why can't you do them? Get there and start doing them. Just practice. Practice. Just go down to the floor, lay flat on the floor, chest down, and stand back up. Try and do that. A lot of people can't do that. It's scary. DJ, I've been following your program and my knee joints are killing me. Any way to recover knee joints quicker? Well, it depends. What are you doing when you say you're doing our program? Tell me specifically which program. We've had so many. Do you have a pre-existing condition? But also form. I'd love to see your form. Upload a video on YouTube of your form and shoot me a link to that. Let me know. I'm happy to do it. Or on Instagram. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. All of you guys can do this. I get hundreds of Instagram personal messages and all that stuff. And I try and answer every one. Shoot me an issue. Let me see your form. It's a lot of times it's the form. That's what the problem is. Frank, you got it. Is it okay to have red grapes on your program? Yes, I love red grapes. You can swap them out in place of another fruit source. Zion, big love from Israel. Thank you. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Mark McIntosh, you got it. Angelo, doing lists with a weight vest. I would not. Without. Alex, mine too. Awesome, guys and girls. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate my YouTube audience. You guys are awesome. My podcasters, you guys are great. So on YouTube, I'm going to jump out. I'm going to finish with the audio podcast. If you guys are not following us, make sure you are following the Mike Dolce Show podcast on iTunes. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a comment and tell us that they're awesome. Those of you on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Let us know you are here and engaged. That makes me feel better and lets YouTube know that you guys care. Remember to go to thedolcediet.com right now and sign up for our 4-week or 12-week online personalized diet and exercise program, the most sophisticated weight loss program you will ever follow, completely tailored to your life. It's on your mobile, it's on your tablet, it's on your laptop, everywhere you go, every recipe, every ingredient, every workout, set reps with video tutorials. You get a weekly grocery list sent to you. We have our leaderboard. You can see where you fare. Updates, which is super sick. There's tons and tons and tons of value behind that membership wall. That's thedolcediet.com. Use promo code U or Dolce Tube to save 10%. Until next time, my YouTube friends, boom. And then we